Hurricane Idalia picking up steam overnight and is now a Category 4 storm. We have some new video of some of the early damage and which communities are still in its path.
Plus, why teachers in Monona Grove are warning of resignations from the school district.
And it is a chilly start to our Wednesday morning, down to 49 in Madison. A couple of cool mornings, but we do have some heat headed our way for the weekend.
Good morning, folks. We continue to bring you breaking news out of Florida, where at least 2 coastal counties within the last 10 minutes here are under a take shelter order. Idalia expected to make landfall within the next hour here.
Closest major city is going to be Tallahassee, Florida. Kelly Slifka, do you think we've seen the worst of this thing yet?
Oh, no. The eye wall, though, looks like it is just about ready to make landfall. The eye wall is southeast of Tallahassee. It's a very swampy area of Florida, very low-lying areas. You got to remember the highest elevation of Florida is 345 feet.
Wow.
So a lot of Florida is going to be inundated with some heavy rain and obviously the winds that are concerned this morning. Around here, though, it is just a chilly start to the morning. Readings in the upper 40s, 50s, 49 in Madison, 55 in Janesville. So it's a chilly start to the morning. We got another chilly morning tomorrow, but then we're going to transition into some high heat headed into the upcoming weekend. All right, here's Idalia right now. It's just about ready to make landfall. See southeast of Tallahassee. Here's the eye wall. Right now, it is moving inland. So this is where they're likely to see the strongest winds. We should get an update from the Hurricane Center here shortly, just after 6 o'clock here. So we should get an update at the wind speed. The latest wind speed that came in at 4 o'clock their time was up to 130 miles per hour. So that's where the center of the winds may be up close to 130 miles per hour, but it is about 60 miles southeast. The center of circulation about 60 miles southeast of Tallahassee. For us, we got the cool weather now, but the heat's going to return for the weekend. We're looking at temperatures well in the 90s. The heat index could be approaching 100. So a cool day, basically all afternoon, only getting into the lower 70s later today with the north wind, but plenty of sunshine expected today. Temperatures in the low 70s. More on the heat and Idalia coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thanks. Let's get back to our coverage of Hurricane Idalia now, with tens of thousands of people without power as that storm is now just miles off of the coast, about to make landfall.
Shane Hogan is following these developments. They're coming in minute by minute here, Shane.
Yeah, this is obviously a very active situation. So we're going to start by taking a live look here. This is near Naples, Florida, where the rain already coming down. You can see some of these waves behind me here really starting to crash down here on the coast. And around midnight, that storm was just a Category 1 hurricane, so things are rapidly changing down there right now. Parts of Florida are already seeing some of the impacts of this storm. Let's take a look at this video here. Severe weather rolling through Lake City in Florida last night. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was there yesterday telling residents there was still time to get out. Again, this is now a Category 4 hurricane and is expected, like Kelly said, to make landfall this morning.
If you do choose to stay in one of the evacuation zones, first responders will not be able to get you until after the storm has passed.
I just feel like no one should probably stay at this point.
U.S. Coast Guard units and more than 5,000 National Guard troops are prepared for search and rescue operations. Thousands of electricity workers also standing by to help restore power quickly after that hurricane passes. Now, several major airports in Florida also are closed for the storm, including Tampa International. The FAA is saying that some of those closures will be felt by travelers inside of Florida and outside of the state. So this storm having impacts really not just in Florida, especially if more delays and for flights continue to happen in the country. So we'll continue to track this storm, keep an eye on it, and of course, if it does make landfall here in the next hour or so, we will continue to provide updates as well.
Yeah, just in from the National Weather Service within the last 3 minutes, they're following 130-mile-an-hour winds. They say you should approach these winds as if it was a tornado. Immediately seek shelter, especially for those 2 counties where the eye of the storm is expected to hit. Shane, just crazy new details coming out.
It's obviously extremely active at this point. This is, starting. You can see here in this live shot in Naples, these waves really starting to pick up. So that new information, not surprising, but again, really serious situation down here in Florida.
All right, Shane Hogan, thanks a lot. Let's get back to some local news coverage before we get back to our Idalia coverage. Monona Grove School District teachers are protesting. They're calling for a reversal of a handbook change. News 3 Now obtained a copy of last year's handbook and the new one. The changes essentially make it easier for the school district not to renew the contracts of teachers who were previously on probation. The union says they were not told about this change prior to it going into effect.
In a time when there's teacher shortages, it's really shocking that the school district would decide to make this kind of move. When we're trying to retain teachers and attract teachers, this is not the kind of language that you would want to do so.
The district says they believe this is a misunderstanding, and they're confident the concerns brought forward can be resolved. But the union says the changes might cause some teachers to resign. On the district's website this morning, there are 5 full-time teacher openings.
A strike, meanwhile, at Leinenkugel's brewery in Chippewa Falls is about to come to an end. Leinenkugel's parent company, Molson Coors, says it's come to an agreement with the local Teamsters union. As part of the new terms, the workers will get a new 3-year contract. The strike started back in July. Teamsters Local 662 demanding competitive wages and a fair contract. This morning, Molson Coors is out with a new statement, reading in part, our brewery teams will begin to work next week. We're proud to have reached an agreement that's fair to our valued team members and ensures that jobs in our brewery remain competitive. The union, though, has not yet commented on the deal.
Assembly Republicans have a new $3 billion tax cut proposal. Taxpayers over 67 years old would see a big benefit, not having to pay any state income tax on retirement income, up to $150,000. It would drop the rate for the vast majority of workers from 5.3 to 4.4%.
Well, the third bracket is a large bracket, but it's clearly where the middle class of Wisconsin is. It doesn't matter how you spin it. If you want to look at the average taxpayer, the median taxpayer, you're going to find them all there.
Governor Evers has not immediately responded to this latest proposal. He did veto one that was very similar a month ago. The governor's office has said cutting more than $432 million in taxes over the next 2 years could jeopardize $2.5 billion in pandemic relief funds. The governor's office also said Republicans rejected a 10% middle-class income tax cut that Evers previously proposed. Now, the Assembly Ways and Means Committee has to schedule a public hearing. That is scheduled for today.
The EPA is slashing federally protected water by more than half this morning. It follows a Supreme Court decision back in May that rolled back protections for U.S. waters. The Biden administration says the ruling forced the government to weaken protections for millions of acres of wetlands. That impacts up to 63% of the country's wetlands.
Well, listen to this. We have an update to that stolen semi and the police chase that followed. Well, we got a hold of the criminal complaint, which alleges 47-year-old Michael Jones of St. Louis stole this semi from his employer right after he was fired. We're also learning that Jones wasn't alone. A woman told law enforcement that she was getting her things out of the truck when he stole it. He apparently refused to let her out. She told dispatchers she considered jumping out at one point while the truck was moving. The chase lasted more than 50 miles. Jones is facing multiple charges this morning, and as of last night, was in the Juneau County Jail.
Just a crazy story there. Okay, it's 6:07. School's starting back up soon, and so are fall sports. There are a few things doctors want your family to know, especially in light of a new study on CTE in young athletes. The study by Boston University finds that serious brain injuries are more common than previously thought. So if you have kids in soccer, football, or hockey, doctors say they should be using the most optimal equipment that will reduce force to their heads. Doctors say also, though, this is not just about the equipment.
I think it's also making sure that the rules of the game are enforced in a way where we're not seeing unnecessary contact or head trauma.
Parents can also help protect their student athletes from returning to the field after injury. Dr. Pothoff warns if your child has a concussion, you should wait until they feel completely back to normal and check in with the health professional before letting them back on the field.
New this morning, our rural Wisconsin school district's getting an international edition as students head back. Lo Yun-ting comes from Taiwan and is joining the staff at Sauk Prairie High School through a program made possible by the U.S. State Department. She'll teach Mandarin Chinese to high schoolers. She's been teaching English in Taiwan, but now she's going to teach her native language to high schoolers here. The first program of its kind at the school.
Welcome. How cool for Sauk Prairie students.
Great opportunity.
Yeah. All right, it's 6:09 on your Wednesday. Coming up in sports, we're going to hear from UW football player TJ Bowlers about an unexpected hobby.
And we're live inside Parker High School Library this morning ahead of their first day of school this week. We're talking with Janesville Schools about how they're getting ready for the new year. Next in the 608.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home. including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
That non-stop pain in your joints. Let's get real. You've been putting up with this because you can't stand the thought of joint replacement or surgery. I get it, and so does QC Kinetics.
Their highly skilled medical professionals deliver relief to aching hips, shoulders, back, and knees. QC Kinetics uses all natural biologics and healing properties to tackle your pain.
No joint replacements, no surgeries. So what are you waiting for? Call QC Kinetics today, and let's get you some relief.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
You think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Thanks to the Good Feet Store.
18 years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, folks. More breaking news out of Vidalia this morning. The hurricane now downgraded to a Category 3. Still, tens of thousands are without power along the Gulf Coast here. Counties are bracing for a 16-foot storm surge. Kelly's been talking all morning about how this area is really swampy. It's low-lying, so flooding will be a concern as the eye of the storm gets closer to Florida this morning. These developments are really constant. We're getting new ones by the minute. Stay right here. We're going to check in with Kelly, get the latest on the path of this storm and when exactly we expect it to make landfall. That's coming up in the next 5 minutes.
The satellite image here appears that it's making landfall right now. That right when the center of the eye hits the coast, that's when it's technically making landfall, and that's what looks like it's happening right now. We're going to get an update from Kelly here in just a moment. First, though, as kids get ready to go back to school, we are in the 608 in a district that's getting just a little bit of an early start.
Yeah, Josh Breider's live in Janesville. Their first day is later this week already, Josh.
Yeah, we are just hours away here, guys, as the school district of Janesville returns to the classroom this week ahead of a lot of other districts that are waiting until after Labor Day. But they are excited, especially here at Parker High School, where we are live this morning. And we have Superintendent Mark Holzman up early with us this morning. Mark, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
So, hey, another year. This is year 2 for you as the superintendent. What are you most excited for 2023?
Yeah, I'm really excited just for us to bring their students back. We've had teachers back for almost 2 weeks now, and really get started with the work. We're focusing on a few goals. We've worked on some strategic planning, and we're really excited to really focus on how we can help kids be the best they can be.
Yeah, so as far as kids coming back, you guys are actually coming back before Labor Day, so you are ready for fall.
We are ready. One thing that's beautiful is you walk into our buildings, you see, you know, the hallways are really shiny. Our classrooms are ready to go. Our teachers have been in professional development, and we're excited about ready for our kids to come back.
You know, and this is looking a lot more positive for you guys this year, staffing-wise, because things are looking a lot better for you.
Yeah, we've done a lot of work over the past probably 6 months to make sure that we have a full staff. We're in a much better place this year than we were last year, and we're excited about the opportunities to have a full staff coming back.
You know, for those students at home that might be a little nervous, a little hesitant to come back to school, what would be your message for them this morning?
Yeah, we are full of people who are going to be able to answer questions for you. So on Thursday, we have our freshmen that are coming here to Parker High School. We have high school kids who have been training in their link crew to be able to match up with them, walk them through their schedules, and make sure that they feel comfortable about what it is, and know that everybody's got a little nerves. And anxiety really isn't necessarily a bad thing if it's something that we can manage. And so know that you're not the only one. You know, there'll be another 300 freshmen plus that are going to be a little bit nervous starting the day. And if you're a returning student, know that we're here also to provide you, whether that's your teachers, your counselors, your support staff, custodians, principals. We're all here to do anything we can to help you be successful.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity to jump right in, get involved for all of those different experiences too.
Absolutely. We know at the secondary level that students who participate in 2 or more co-curriculars, no matter what they are, have a really high opportunity to be successful in high school. So we really encourage kids to get involved, build relationships with their peers, with their teachers, and hopefully then they can be engaged in the learning. Not just the curriculum, the math, the science, social studies, reading, language arts. That's important and critical for kids to be able to read, write, and calculate. But to solve problems and work together with kids is really essential for their learning experiences.
Superintendent Mark Holzman up early with us on News 3. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
If you'd like to learn more about our back-to-school coverage and the School District of Janesville, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com, guys.
All right, Josh Breider, thank you very much.
All right, let's get to Kelly Slifka now and an update on the path of Hurricane Idalia, just downgraded to a Category 4 storm. Where is it right now?
Yeah, it's still a major storm right now. Winds of 125 miles per hour. Still going to cause a lot of damage. It's just about ready to make landfall. You see the center of eye. It's just off the coast. This is a very swampy area. This is the Big Bend wildlife management area, so there's not a lot of communities around there, but that eye wall that's where you're seeing the heaviest damage now, right along the coast, just north of the center of the eye. The eye is only about 10-11 miles off the coast, so will likely make landfall in the next 15 to 20 minutes, at least the center of the eye. That's what they will officially call it when it makes landfall, is when the center of the eye actually goes over the land. And like I mentioned, about 15 to 20 minutes, and this will be that situation where they're just getting battered with potentially winds of 125 miles per hour. And then when the center goes overhead, you're looking at blue sky above, but then you get walloped on the backside. So that's why it's always important. I know this is not affecting us, but it is always important to take cover, even though you might get into that the center of the eye where it is actually calm. Right now, though, we're expecting some clear skies throughout the day. It's a rather cool afternoon, only getting up to a 72, and we've got another chilly night tonight, down to 47. But with the clear skies tonight, we've got something for you. Something we don't see that often is a super blue moon. This means we've had 2 full moons in the month of August, and it's a super moon because it's a little bit closer to Earth, so it's a little bit brighter, about 15% brighter, and about 8% larger. So check that out later on tonight. We should get a great viewing of that, as we are expecting that to be moving overhead tonight. All right, Hurricane Idalia right now, the winds of 125 miles per hour, moving to the northeast at 18 miles per hour. It's likely not only going to be impacting Florida, but all of southern Georgia into South Carolina. Really heavy rains expected. They've got the storm surge all the way down toward Tampa, St. Pete. Right now, where they're probably seeing that storm surge up there about 8 feet. So that's going to be moving well inland because it's very flat. The highest elevation in Florida is only 345 feet, and that's in the Panhandle. Look at the rainfall amounts, 5 to 10 inches across the area. For us, we got some heat headed our way, maybe some record heat. Temperatures in the 90s. The heat index could be approaching 100 as we go in the weekend. Hard to believe we're starting out in the 40s, and we're going to be talking about some high heat this weekend, but that's what we can get late part of August into September. Right now, 46 in Oregon, so a chilly start to our morning. A lot of sunshine expected with temperatures in the mid-60s at the noon hour, headed into the low 70s today. First warm forecast keeps it cool right through tomorrow, but we do heat up going into the weekend. The alert days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's going to be a great weekend to maybe take advantage of some last summer activities right through Tuesday of next week.
The Brewers and Cubs have faced each other 8 times this year, with the Crew winning 5 of those games, and the biggest might have been Monday night's win. The victory moved Milwaukee 5 games up on Chicago in the NL Central standings. Bottom of the first in Game 2, Cody Bellinger grounds out to first, but does his job, bringing in a run, and that would be the winning one. Brewers fall 1-0. Per usual, Wisconsin's outside linebacker room is packed with talent. You have names like Daryl Peterson, C.J. Getz, transfer Jeff Petrowski, and then T.J. Bollers, a Badger who hopes to bring the noise on the field just like he does off of it. T.J. Bollers has always felt the beat.
I've always really enjoyed music. Like, for as long as I can remember, I've loved listening to music and like trying to just like find new music and like old music.
But he doesn't just turn up the volume when he hears something he likes.
You know, I can just sit down for hours and do this stuff.
TJ DJs.
I started off DJing probably when I was around like middle school age. My family had this game, it was called DJ Hero. And it was just like this Xbox 360 game, and it came with like a single turntable and some buttons.
And as soon as he started spinning in Madison,
freshman year of college, that's when I started to get like back into it, and I brought my my turntables up and was just doing it like for fun, just like as a hobby whenever I had free time.
He officially became DJ TJ.
No one else in my family really had DJ'd before, had any sort of experience in DJing. So when we got like the first turntables that I had, like that was really just like me.
Now, whenever he's free,
since I've actually put like the time into it, you know, in practice and stuff, that it's really kind of like taken off, and I feel like my skills have gotten a lot better.
He's dropping the beat.
I have a lot of fun doing this and making music and creating remixes and stuff like that. So if it could turn into a job, then 100%, I'd totally take it. But, you know, if not, then it would still just be a fun hobby.
And sharing his love of music while he's in the mix. Don't forget to tune into our brand new show, Wisconsin Huddle, Friday nights at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. And you can also watch next week's taping with co-host Braylon Allen live on Tuesday at Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie at 6:30. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. 6:22. Stay with us. We're going to continue following the path of Hurricane Idalia this morning. It is just minutes away from making landfall.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend sale is here at Ashley. This Saturday through Monday, get doorbusters at discounts up to 83% off. And furnish any room in your home for as little as $11 per month. Plus delivery in as fast as 3 days on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
Wow. You really made our dreams come true.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto with American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
We would never hit 12 drunk. Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know.
What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit.
Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the gray Tacoma.
Gray Tacoma coming in hot.
On it! Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hang.
Here we go. That red RAV4.
Run a red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, BZ4X, Highlander, or Tacoma. See your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend mattress sale is here at Ashley. This Saturday through Monday, get the guaranteed best offer in all of Wisconsin on top mattress brands like Tempur, Purple, Serta, and more. Plus free delivery in as little as 3 days. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back, 625. We continue to follow the path of Idalia, just minutes from making landfall. It's down to a Category 3 at this point, Kelly.
When we say it's down to a Category 3, that
Still
does
pretty
not mean a lot.
powerful,
Still
yeah.
a major hurricane, winds of 125 miles per hour. So this is going to create a lot of damage here. Now, thankfully, it's not a very populated area. It's a wildlife management area, but you can see the center of circulation is just off the coast there. But they are getting inundated with the eye wall. You see that red right around that ring of the center of the eye circulation. Winds of 125 miles per hour. Heavy rains, a lot of flooding expected across much of that area, all the way into southern parts of Georgia throughout the week.
Yeah, we're getting some new images of the storm surge further south the Florida coast. We'll have an update on the situation there when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. During the final days of the Discover Summer Sales Event, choose FlexBuy on Escape or Edge and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology!
And rather than
right now, Hurricane Idalia is battering Florida. It picked up steam overnight, strengthening to a Category 4 storm. It is now a Category 3, still very powerful and making landfall at this moment. We're going to get a live look at the impacts across the Florida coast.
Back home in Wisconsin, a really cool morning, although we do have some alert days in store. Still, Kelly, all eyes down in Florida this morning.
Yeah, it's just about ready to make landfall. In fact, the eye has moved over land, but still expecting some winds up to 125 miles per hour. We'll track it for you coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. We continue to follow breaking developments out of Idalia this morning. The newest one, the National Weather Service issuing 11 tornado warnings for the Gulf Coast as we are just minutes from landfall.
The storm is going to continue pushing further to the north, Kelly. It's going to dump a lot of rain, not only in that area of Florida, but also as it pushes further north. It's going to dump a lot of rain on Georgia. We're talking about inches of rain. I think if there's any good news this morning, it's where this thing made landfall. It kind of split the difference between some of the major metropolitan areas in Florida. This thing could have hit Tampa, which is seeing storm surges this morning, but it skirted several, maybe a couple hundred miles to the north.
Yeah, you know, they're still seeing the storm surge there in Tampa. Of course, you got the bay there that obviously is going to cause a problem. But the storm surge right now that we're going to be talking about is right near the center of the circulation, and it's basically moving inland. I'd almost say it's made landfall here at this point. They consider it making landfall when the center, I guess it's just off the coast here. Right here's the center. Once that moves inland, they consider it to make landfall. So now this is not a very populated area. In fact, it's mainly just swampland, very low-lying. Perry is a population of 7,000 people, and its elevation is only 46 feet above sea level. So you can imagine all this water just getting inundated along this coast, and that will likely travel well inland in this swampy area toward Perry. Now here's the eye wall, this red, and you can see it did intensify a little bit. This has moved inland now, and this could be affecting the city of Perry here. Once again, about 7,000 people, so definitely seeing some major impact in that area. This is southeast of Tallahassee. They're just getting some heavy rains right now and probably some gusty, squally type winds as this system just about ready to make official landfall there in Florida. For us, quieter. Cool, though, this morning. Grab the jacket, 49 in Madison, 55 in Janesville. The Dells at 50. Now, we're talking about cool weather for now, but we do have alert days for the weekend. Temperatures in the 90s. Could be seeing the heat index, 95 to 100. Enjoy the cool weather for now. It's going to be chilly. Temperatures only in the low 70s. Definitely getting a taste of autumn. 49 right now with the north wind at 7. A lot of sunshine expected today. Temperatures in the mid-60s. We'll talk about the heat for us and also an update on Idalia coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. More breaking developments out of Idalia this morning. A live look at Clearwater Beach in Florida. Just within the last 60 seconds, we are now learning more than 100,000 people are without power along the Gulf Coast in that Big Bend area Kelly has been talking about. You heard Kelly. It is now making landfall. It has been downgraded within the last 30 minutes. It's now a Category 3. Still, though, an incredibly powerful and dangerous hurricane. It's bringing winds of 125 miles an hour. And in these low-lying areas, major flooding will be a problem.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that, especially like in that Clearwater Beach, Florida area, where further inland they are seeing the surge make its impact this morning. Think about all the small communities up and down the Florida Gulf Coast. It's not hitting any major cities, but you think about, you know, the communities of a few thousand people here and there. A powerful storm like this is just going to wreak havoc. Here's some video from overnight in Fort Myers where the storm surge hit early. It's receding at this point. This video was taken yesterday from the deck of a home that was being rebuilt after Hurricane Ian destroyed it. In Fort Myers and other parts of the Gulf Coast, Idalia is pushing up to 16 feet of water, and surges expected to last throughout the morning. And after all is said and done, there are 5,500 National Guardsmen that are on standby for search and rescue efforts.
Let's take a live look now at Fort Myers. This is from the Diamond Beach Resort camera. A little bit quieter here. Certainly the tail of Idalia is hitting there right now. It's several hundred miles away from the eye of the storm, but it does show how impacted all of Florida really is, especially in that damage video you saw from yesterday. The current forecast has this storm running just southeast of Tallahassee up to Savannah, Georgia, and then heading back to the ocean by Thursday evening.
We're going to continue to bring you some live updates of the storm as it makes landfall. You can follow along with the latest news out of Adelia over on our brand new News 3 Now mobile app.
Okay, it's 6:34 on your Wednesday. Back home, it's going to be a busy couple days in downtown Madison. Start of student move-in days at the UW dorms.
And it always creates a lot of traffic. Shane Hogan's here to help, though. Shane, what should the folks know this morning?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Today, tomorrow, and Friday, students will be returning to campus and moving into those residence halls, meaning downtown and campus might get a little backed up these days. So here are a few areas that you should expect some delays over the next few days. Park Street between University Ave and Langdon Street will be one-way northbound. The southbound lane will be restricted to move-in traffic only. Lake Street from Dayton to Johnson will be closed to through traffic. Access will be restricted to primarily move-in traffic and will be one-way northbound. You can see the highlighted areas there on your screen. A few other reminders for you. Move-in hours are from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Parking lots located near those residence halls will also be used as unloading zones, and bus routes 80, 81, and 82 will also experience some detours from Dayton between Park and Francis. So there's some reminders for you. Again, you can expect these changes through the end of this week. So if you are headed downtown, you're commuting through that area, give yourself a little extra time. Try to stay calm. It's going to be a busy couple of days down there as students are coming back to school here at UW.
All right, Shane, folks, you've been warned. Thanks, Shane. And as kids head back to school, here's a reminder to watch for students at crosswalks and walking through neighborhoods. Outside of Franklin Elementary School, crossing guards are getting ready. They're asking you to please slow down and stay focused on the road, not distractions like your phone.
Giving yourself time to read and react to the unpredictability at times of what students are doing. We as crossing guards do our best to sort of reduce that unpredictability, but we can only do so much.
Please be patient, especially early on in the school year. A lot of those younger students are still getting used to walking and using the crosswalks and learning to follow instructions from the crossing guards.
Okay, we have some breaking news locally overnight. 7 people are out of their homes after an apartment fire in Madison. Fire crews responded to the building around 1:30 a.m. on Brentwood Parkway. That's on the city's north side. When firefighters got there, flames were already visible on the roof. It apparently started on the 2nd floor and grew from there. Crews rescued one person from the 2nd floor. That person had to be taken to the hospital. 6 others were able to get out on their own. The Red Cross is now providing assistance to those who are out of their homes, again, after this fire here in Madison on the north side. And in Rock County, folks, they are dealing with 911 disruptions this morning, but they say a workaround is helping to get calls through. It all started last night. Cell phone users were getting routed to Sauk County instead of Rock County when they called 911. Right now, when you call, 911 calls will go to the dispatch center. Rock County isn't sure when this issue is going to be fixed, but this is working for now, this temporary fix. First responders say they're still receiving all calls. If for some reason you can't get through to 911 in Rock County, you should call the dispatch center directly. That number's up on your screen. It's 608-757-2244. Okay, take a look at this. A Milwaukee sports bar on Brady Street is taking game day to the next level this football season. They might be potentially giving out thousands of free drinks when Aaron Rodgers is on the field. Here's how it works. Every time the New York Jets lose a game with Rodgers on the starting line, Jack's American Pub is going to pay everybody's bar tab. There are some rules. You have to start your tab 15 minutes before the game, and then you have to stay for the whole thing.
I think this is a great deal for Jack's Pub.
I unfortunately think you're right.
Yeah, no, I think the Jets are going to win a lot of football games this year. That's just my hunch.
Yeah, Jack knows the game he's playing, that's for sure.
He got some great publicity out of the deal.
That's true.
That's true.
6:38 coming up, continuing coverage of Hurricane Idalia as it makes landfall at this hour. Development streaming in by the minute. We're going to keep you updated.
Yeah, Idalia just about ready to make landfall here in the Big Bend of Florida this morning. We've got some cool temperatures for now, but alert days in the forecast for the weekend. We'll have the first warn forecast coming up.
Also ahead, we're live at Parker High School in Janesville this morning ahead of their first day of school. We'll share how their school district is gearing up for a new year in the 608.
Action!
Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $398? Do not miss this one.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
With Nurtec ODT, I can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks, all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur, even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
Ask about Nurtec ODT.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son. The fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in, they don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
You got me.
Tag. You're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Lowe's knows that fall's shorter days call for bigger deals. Get the most out of your fall projects by getting the most out of our deals now. And with Lowe's Pay, it's never been easier to shop at Lowe's. Labor Day savings are here, in-store and online.
I don't know how it's all gonna fit.
Action!
Now at Slumberland, $9.99 gets you a lot. Like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress and an adjustable power base, both just $9.99. Need a twin? Get a Sealy starting at just $129. The huge Labor Day mattress sale. Only at Slumberland.
With all eyes on Battleground Wisconsin as Campaign 2024 begins to heat up, News 3 Now brings you team coverage all the way from the president's recent visit.
You have the best workers in the world.
To coverage and analysis of the first GOP presidential debate in Milwaukee.
It's going to tighten, it's going to get strange. There are lots of things that are going to happen over the next 14 months.
For the best local political coverage throughout Campaign 2024, stay with News 3 Now and Channel 3000. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, welcome back, folks. You're taking a live look at Cedar Key on the Gulf Coast this morning. Hurricane Idalia officially making landfall. 100,000 people are currently without power. It's at a Category 3, winds clocking in at 125,000 miles an hour. Still, we're talking about 16-foot storm surges. It's something the National Weather Service is calling catastrophic at this hour. And Kelly, it's in an area where the elevation is something like what, 300 feet above sea level?
Less than that. Actually, we're maybe getting landfall near Perry is only 45 feet above sea level. So it's, you know, obviously Florida is generally very flat, does not rise much above sea level. So all that water is getting pushed inland on that western coast there of Florida. So definitely a dangerous situation out there. All right, for us, we are looking at some cool temperatures this morning, but we want to get right back to Idalia as it basically is making landfall right now as we speak. And it's just north of Steinhatchee or near Keaton Beach. You see the center of circulation right now is over land. There's Perry, the city I was talking about. That's about a population of about 7,000 people. That's the largest community near this area. A lot of this is swampland and wildlife management area, and it's very swampy, so the elevation is very low. But you can see the heaviest, the wall of wind wrapping around that, hitting the Perry area just to the south of Perry. Kind of got an outline for you. That's where the winds could be as high as 125 miles per hour. So obviously Perry is going to get devastated as this continues to move right overhead. Now the center of the circulation is over land, and once again, once that center moves inland, you actually can look up and you'd see blue sky. But a lot of folks that don't take heed to the warnings and make sure you shelter in place for the duration of the storm get walloped on the backside. So they get the winds wrapping in out of the south and east. And then on the backside, the winds are coming in out of the northwest. In between, they have calm winds, but that's going to be a devastating situation for the city of Perry. Now, this is going to be affecting all of North Florida with heavy rains, a lot of wind, even if it's not hurricane force wind. A lot of tropical storm winds do extend 100 miles either side of the center location. We'll be tracking over southern Georgia, possibly still as a Category 2 hurricane, and even tropical storm strength as it reemerges over South Carolina right along the coast. So it's going to be impacting a lot of the southeastern part of the country. A storm surge upwards of 10 feet there as it's moved inland, and we are taking a look at the rainfall projection, upwards of 10 inches of rain causing some flooding. Obviously already on saturated ground. For us, we are chilly this morning with temperatures in the 40s. We'll rise to the 50s, low 70s today. Very quiet around here for now. But we do have alert days for the weekend. It's really going to be heating up. So we're getting a taste of some autumn-like weather today and also tomorrow, but definitely going to be heating up this weekend with highs in the 90s and the heat index approaching 100. 49 in Madison, so quite a change what we're expecting this weekend. Look at Camp Douglas down to 36. We're almost talking about freezing temperatures already this morning. 46 right now in Wanakee and also Sun Prairie, 45 in Cottage Grove. So a chilly start to our morning. North winds keeping our temperatures down, only in the mid-60s here at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the lower 70s later today. So it is a chilly forecast the next few days, but we will see quiet weather. Unfortunately, the drought conditions are going to worsen as we continue to heat up. Now, initially, that heat is going to be a dry heat Saturday and Sunday. But as we get into Monday, the humidity will increase. That'll continue into Tuesday. Therefore, we do have the first warm alert days and even pretty warm into the middle of next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you for all those updates. We appreciate it. 6:45 now. The countdown is on in the 608 as families prepare for a brand new school year.
Josh Ryder is live in Janesville this morning. Josh, they're getting a little bit of an early start this year before the Labor Day weekend.
Yes, yeah, they're starting before Labor Day this year, guys. School District of Janesville will be going back for their first official day on Friday, but we are gearing up a busy 3 days here for the school district. This morning, Superintendent Mark Holzman is up early with us. Mark, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
This is like Christmas morning for you. You are excited to have staff already back in the building, and you'll be welcoming the students in soon.
Yeah, we're really excited. Thursday, our new students, freshmen, we're doing some welcoming back at our elementary schools. And we're ready to get started on Friday.
Yeah, you know, this is an exciting time of the year. And, you know, for you guys district-wide, looking forward, you know, education is obviously super important. You know, what is your vision right now for the school district?
Yeah, we're really looking to try to provide opportunities for kids to be the best they can be. We're focusing really on our core instructional strategy. We want to improve our outcomes for our kids, specifically in reading, math, and our attendance. But we also want to grow our opportunities for kids. We want to build relationships, and we want to make sure that kids have opportunities to engage in athletic and co-curricular opportunities as well.
So you guys have been busy already. Today is interesting. You have a substitute teacher training, which is something new for you.
Yeah, so we're bringing back more than 50 substitute teachers, and we're just going to provide them with a half a day of overview, talk a little bit about what our expectations are, provide them with some technology, maybe some hints and clues on how to handle classes, and really let them know how important they are to the system and how necessary it is for us to have a wide variety of substitutes.
Also some big news for you guys this week revolving transportation.
Yeah, we have an exciting announcement we'll be sending out that we have a partnership with the city transportation of Janesville that any student with a student ID can ride for free. And it's not just to school. They can ride for free anytime the bus transportation system is en route. So after school, on the weekends, to jobs, from co-curriculars. We're really excited about trying to remove any barriers to get to school and then help them get to where they need to go within our community.
You know, it seems like you're all about opportunity and experiences here at the School District of Janesville.
Yeah, we're trying to provide great outcomes for our kids. We want them to be healthy, happy, and productive. We're working with our business leaders to try to provide our students with key strategies so that they can go into the world of work and be successful. And we're trying to help them be academically prepared in case they want to go on to a 2- or 4-year school. So we're trying to do all those kind of things on a regular basis and still make school an engaging, fun place to be.
So this will be year 2 for you as superintendent. You know, what is the most unique thing that you found about Janesville Schools so far?
Wow. Well, one of the things I would tell you is that we have just great people, and I've been welcomed, and people are really supportive about how they have about our school system. There's a ton of pride in Janesville, and I think that the unique part is that the number of people who really care, whether it's our senior citizens, our parents, our community members, they really do care about our community and the kids.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy to think that we're just a couple of days away from these halls being filled with all those students again.
It is amazing. I like to think of school a little bit like you can't wait to get out. May's here, and you're thinking, boy, when's it happen? But you can't wait to get back. So we're excited about bringing the kids back. Many of them at the secondary levels have been here. This week 3 for football. Our volleyball's been in play. Our band has been performing. So we're really excited about just getting everybody back.
Superintendent Mark Holzman, thank you so much for your time this morning.
My
And here's to a
pleasure.
happy school year.
Awesome. Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about our back-to-school coverage, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Guys, back to you.
Exciting times. All right, Josh Breiter, thank you very much.
Let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Just reach out on social media for a chance to be featured. All right, coming up in the morning sprint, an update to the multi-county police chase involving a stolen semi and what we're learning about a passenger he had in that semi.
But first, it's August 30th. We want to say happy birthday to Reed and all the kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us, Reed. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are ground beef, $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Select Pepsi products, $3.75 each when you buy 4. And Lay's Kettle Cooked or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. Only at Hy-Vee.
Anybody that knows me here knows that I'm always focused on the customer first. I want to make sure that we don't have to worry about this door next year, the year after that. I'm not an actor at all. Here, Precision, we're here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
18 years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. With 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options and new everyday low prices on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more. So join the fun at my summer send-off celebration.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Shop the Brothers Maine Labor Day sale today.
6:53 time for the morning sprint.
We begin with breaking news, an incredible video out of Florida where Hurricane Idalia is officially making its landfall. Look at this, a Bay reporter tweeting out this video of the Howard Franklin Bridge that links Tampa to St. Pete. It's almost completely submerged here. Crews are calling this the most powerful storm to hit the capital of Tallahassee in decades. It's coming in as a Category 3 now, downgraded from 4, but with winds at 125 miles an hour. And a storm surge the National Weather Service is describing as catastrophic. And Kelly, this is just the start.
Yeah, we are looking at the hurricane as it made landfall officially near Keaton Beach, the center of circulation now over land. But as we zoom in here, still the red band here. This is some winds that potentially still up to 125 miles per hour. I hate to say it, but I think Perry is going to see a lot of devastation with these winds. And obviously they got all the rain. This is a very low-lying area. In fact, Perry is only about 45 feet above sea level, population of 7,000 people. And all that rain, all that surge, that storm surge has come inland. And that's likely to be inundating much of the Perry area over the next hour or so. We'll have an update on our weather coming up in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. Breaking news locally overnight. 7 people are out of their homes after an apartment fire in Madison. Fire crews responded to the building around 1:30 a.m. on Brentwood Parkway on the city's north side. Crews had to rescue one person from the second floor, that person in the hospital this morning. 6 others were able to get out on their own. The Red Cross is providing assistance to those who are out of their homes because of the fire.
The strike at Leinenkugel's Brewery in Chippewa Falls is over. Molson Coors saying it's come to an agreement with the local Teamsters Union. The workers will get a new 3-year deal. Teamsters Local 662 have been asking for some competitive wages and a fair contract. The strike lasted a couple months. The union has not yet commented on the deal.
New information on the semi-truck that led police on a multi-county chase. This story just keeps getting crazier. A criminal complaint alleges a 47-year-old stole the truck from his employer after he was fired. He wasn't alone either. A woman was getting things out of the truck when he took it. Apparently, he refused to let her out. The chase lasted more than 50 miles before it ended in a crash.
All right, good morning. Coming up on 7 o'clock as we are waking up to some cool temperatures. We do have a northerly wind. A lot of sunshine expected today as temperatures only recover through the 60s at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the low 70s, running a little bit below average. Definitely getting a taste of autumn today with a lot of sunshine. Should be a nice afternoon. Just probably need a light jacket, maybe a sweatshirt just about all day long. Tomorrow we start off in the 40s. Don't forget we have a super blue moon tonight. Should be able to view that. Temperature still cool Friday morning, but we do heat up. Alert days Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Temperatures well in the 90s. The heat index could be anywhere between 95 and 100.
All right, summer making a return for the Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day, yeah, it looks great summer-like weather to take advantage of some of the activities this weekend.
Kelly, thank you.
Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.